how can AI help kids? How can AI help teachers? Especially kids with diverse needs. But we rarely ask the questions, how can our school systems improve so that when AI is brought, it can actually be effective and scalable? So I want to talk about like the before the AI. What types of things should schools start considering to improve so that when the AI comes, that it's equitable, it's scalable, it's actually solving problems without causing it?
I love this question so much, thank you. And I really appreciate what you say, Tom, because you bring such a groundedness to this conversation. But I was gonna ask the same question, how many here are teachers, how many here are school or district administrators? And I was going to tell y'all that you have kind of gotten a raw deal. And what I mean by that is that to no fault of you, you have inherited, you are asked, you are called to meet the needs of all of your students and prepare them for life and work and citizenship in 2025. But you have inherited a system that was never designed to do that. It was never designed to meet the needs of all kids in a personalized manner. It was never set up for equity. It was never designed to prepare kids for life, citizenship, or work in 2025. And so you see there's like a rub there. And all of us, very well-intentioned folks in education, we keep trying to do the thing that will prepare all these kids in an equitable manner within a system that wasn't designed for it. And so what I do in my daily work is I really try to challenge the system. In fact, I want to tell you this little thing real quick. We did this exercise in Arizona. We had 60 people in September all come up to Northern Arizona University. They were superintendents, assistant superintendents, mostly curriculum folks, a few technology folks, community college leaders, deans of all 3 state universities, business and industry leaders, chambers of commerce, non-profit education directed leaders. And we put in front of them, we took 4 high school transcripts and we broke them apart, put them into little strips, and we said, can you differentiate, can you put together 4 transcripts? One is from 1931, one is from 1966, one is from 1979, and one of them is from 2024. And they struggled mightily to put them in the right order because they looked identical. And you want to know there were only 2 things that differentiated these 4 transcripts from 1931 to 2024. That was language. Back then, took Latin, and now we take Spanish and other languages, not so much Latin, and the electives. The electives were more home ec related, and now they're a little bit more CTE related. Everything else on the transcript was literally identical. And so I ask the question all the time, in the current system, what is the definition of success? And if we don't get that right, then helping all students, diverse students, achieving success still isn't right, because we're not defining success right. And so I just would ask us to ask that question first, is our system designed, and are we asking what success means, right? Can we get that right first? Because if we design that right first, then all kids are gonna have a better chance of succeeding, not just differentiating for those who don't meet the definition of success in this current version. Thank you for letting me get on that soapbox.
No. Right, I was like, I never thought to pull up a kid's school schedule, a transcript, right? Of all the classes they took from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and today. And I never thought that like the schedule itself, the courses we say you need to graduate, is a part of the system. And if those courses aren't aligned with what you're intending to do, which is educate all these diverse learners, then you have a fundamental problem before the AI.
Well, the system is all set up by, especially in high school, it's all by the Carnegie unit, right? Which was invented in 1906. And that drives our, a very 50-minute period. You need 4 of this, 3 of this to graduate, all of those things, graduation. And then you have to deal with college entrance. So we can't change high school graduation until colleges start accepting something different to admit students. And so it's the whole system is set up to stay exactly the way it is. And so we have to start breaking that down before we can make real transformational change.
And I like that. The first step is just a conversation, bringing together stakeholders in a room and doing activities like those to expose it and just start having the conversation. That's the first step. And for those of you who are joining us today, this could potentially be your first step. So thank you. Thank you, Doc.